Hey, everybody, I'm Dave Briggs, joined by former Pro Bowl defensive back with the Chiefs and the Chargers, Brandon Flowers, joining us. We're going to talk a bit about the Dallas Cowboys, who are this year regrettably wearing a 1960 tribute patch to honor the inaugural Cowboys team, but they're also paying tribute with their pathetic play, allowing 38-plus points in 3 straight games for the first time since 1960. Brandon, that team went 0-11-1. This group is atrocious. They allowed 307 rushing yards to the Cleveland Browns Sunday, 49 points. That's with Nick Chubb going out in the first quarter. What or who is to blame? Can it be fixed?
It can be fixed, but it's going to be a collective effort on the defense. I think the defensive coordinator, Mike Nolan, is to blame right now because the Cowboys had a lot of these guys on the defense side of the ball last year, exception of Byron Jones and maybe 1 or 2 guys here and there. But this defense is looking awful. They have playmakers. They added Alden Smith, who's making plays. So this team should not be this bad, even if they're not top 5 or top 10. They shouldn't be giving up as many points and many yards as they can. And I think one thing Jerry Jones and McCarthy did was drop the ball a little bit because everyone always thought about who does Dak need to succeed? Dak's contract, who's going to come in and work with Dak? And they forgot about the defense a little bit. And I think with the Mike Nolan hire, that was a favor for him hiring McCarthy years ago, and they just thought it can just work. And that's not how it happens in football. You got to have a great cohesiveness with the coach and the players, and the coach has to use the players to their best ability. And I'm feeling like Mike Nolan still doesn't know this team yet. So it's going to take a couple weeks, and the division has been bad. So they have a couple weeks to clean it up, but they have to clean it up quick.
Yeah, you talk about Dak, also the first player in NFL history to throw for 450 yards in 3 straight games, but he's only had the lead for 7 snaps this year, so he's chucking it up coming from behind. You bring up Mike Nolan. I don't think he can survive this. A couple of more weeks, they're going to have no choice but to move on. His last defensive coordinator job, 2014, with the Falcons, that defense finished last in the league, just under 400 yards per game. I thought it was interesting. DeMarcus Lawrence called out the defense, said we are soft after the game on Sunday. I think Nolan's a problem, but what you watched on Sunday, that was about effort, piss poor tackling, could not stop the run. And that's not necessarily about scheme, is it, Brandon? Isn't that about effort and heart?
It is about effort and it is about heart. And as players in the NFL, you typically get into a funk. If you have 1 or 2 bad games and another, like a big play happens for the Cowboys defense, it's quickly thinking, oh, here we go again. This is going to be one of those games. We can't stop anybody. But that's why it's a team game. This isn't the NBA. This isn't soccer. Like, it's a team game. The coach needs to get them out of the funk. Let them know how good they are. I'll put on a highlight tape from last year showing these same guys making these plays so they can feel, hey, I am a player that belongs in this league. And that swag that I played with last year at times, let me bring that back. So you just got to go back to the drawing board. The sky isn't falling. You're still in the hunt for the division. So they just have to get it together.
It's an awful division. They can still win it, but they have allowed 146 points this year, 36.5 per game. And first-year head coach Mike McCarthy has to be accountable. Sunday happened in front of the largest crowd we've seen in the NFL this season, which was 25,000 fans. And I, Brandon, have a solution for all of them. One way they can avoid embarrassment and stay safe from the coronavirus. Maybe you and I can make a little money off of this. This is my new coronavirus mask for the Cowboys. Do you think we can make some big bucks off of this thing or what?
I think we'll sell out. We just need a partnership with Amazon and get this thing going. But you know, Dallas Cowboys fans, whenever they feel like the sky's falling and it gets very bad, they'll go on a 5-game winning streak, and everybody say, hey, this is the Cowboys team I remember. They'll somehow make the playoffs at 7-9, and feel like, hey, we're in the playoffs now. It's anybody's game. So not just yet. Give it a couple more weeks to see if the Dallas Cowboys can get their way out of the funk. And if they don't, I'm with you. We can go in a partnership and make us some money.
All right, Brandon's not ready for the paper bag for the fans in Dallas just yet, probably because they have the Giants on the way. They're going to win that one, but maybe some big bucks around the corner for Flowers and Briggs.
Definitely.